We're reading continued Emily Dickinson, The Complete Works of Emily Dickinson.
I have to do something with that sound.
Yeah. Here we go. 7:56. The year is 1863. 7:56. A blessing had I, then the rest, so larger to my eyes that I stopped gouging, satisfied for this enchanted size. It was the limit of my dream, the focus of my prayer, a perfect paralyzing bliss, contented as despair. I knew no more of want or cold phantasms, both become for this new value in the soul, supremest earthly sum. The heaven below, the heaven above, obscured with ruddier blue, life's lassitudes learnt over full, judgment perished too. Why bliss so scantily disperse? Why paradise defer? Why floods be served to us in bowls? I speculate no more. Hear that bird?
Interesting.
Is that a ho-to-to gisu? Or
sounds like
a cuckoo? It's not a cuckoo.
maybe not.
7:57. The reverse haiku number. No, it's supposed to be, isn't it? 575. 575. 757. The mountains grow unnoticed. Their purple figures rise. Without attempt, exhaustion, assistance, or applause. In their eternal faces, the sun with just delight looks long and last and golden for fellowship at night. Is that God has fellowship with the mountains?
With everything.
7:58. These saw visions. Latch them softly, these held dimples, smooth them slow. This address departing accents, quick sweet mouth to miss thee so. This we stroked, unnumbered satin. These we held among our own fingers of the slim aurora, not so arrogant this noon. These adjust that ran to meet us, pearl for stocking, pearl for shoe, paradise the only palace fit for her reception now. We 7:59. We fought like those who've naught to lose, bestowed himself to balls as one who for a further life had not a further use, invited death with bold attempt, but death was coy of him as other men were coy of death. To him to live was doom. His comrades shifted like the flakes when gust reversed the snow, but he was left alive because of greediness to die. Weird.
It's Japanese poetry doesn't go well with.
Doesn't go well with this? No. But it's different. Well, 7:60. Most she touched me by her muteness. Most she won me by the way she presented her small figure, plea itself for charity. Were a crumb my whole possession, were there famine in the land, were it my resource from starving, could I such a plea would stand. Not upon her knee to thank me sank this beggar from the sky, but the crumb partook, departed, and returned on high. I supposed when sudden such praise began, 'twas a space sat singing to herself and men. 'Twas the winged beggar. Afterward I learned, to her benefactor making gratitude. $761. From blank to blank, a threadless way, I pushed mechanic feet to stop or perish or advance, alike indifferent. If ended I gained, it ends beyond indefinite disclosed. I shut my eyes and groped as well. 'Twas lighter to be blind. 762. The whole of it came not at once. 'Twas murder by degrees, a thrust, and then for life a chance, the bliss to cauterize. The cat reprieves the mouse. She eases from her teeth just long enough for hope to tease, then mashes it to death. 'Tis life's award to die contender, if once, then dying half, then rallying for conscious or eclipse.
I mean, she can take the freedom to be cruel with a cat and a mouse, the same thing as anything
Well, the
else.
cat sometimes plays with the mouse.
I know, but so she's so descriptive, expressive, cruel with it.
763. He told a homely tale and spotted it with tears. See, her poems are much longer, even though they're short. Upon her infant face was set the cicatrice of years. All crumpled was the cheek. No other kiss had known than flake of snow divided with the red breast of the barn. If mother in the grave, or father on the sea, or father in the firmament, or brethren had he, if commonwealth below or commonwealth above had missed a barefoot citizen, I've ransacked it alive. I don't understand it. Who understands it? 764. Presentiment is that long shadow on the lawn, indicative that suns go down. The notice to the startled grass that darkness is about to pass. 765. You constituted time, I deemed eternity. A revelation of yourself, 'twas therefore deity. The absolute removed the relative away, but I unto himself adjust my slow idolatry. She's not as old as Habasho is older than her. Anyway, 766. My faith is larger than the hills. So when the hills decay, my faith must take the purple wheel to show the sun the way. 'Tis first he steps upon the vein, and then upon the hill, and then abroad the world he go to do his golden will. And if his yellow feet should miss, the bird would not arise, the flowers would slumber on their stems, no bells have paradise. How dare I, therefore, stint of faith on which so vast depends, lest firmament should fail for me, the rivet in the bands. 767. I offer brave assistance to lives that stand alone. When one has failed to stop them, is human but divine. To lend an ample unto a nameless man whose homely benediction no other stopped to earn. 768. When I hoped I recollect just the place I stood, at a window facing west. Roughest air was good. Not a sleet could bite me, nor a frost could cool. Hope it was that kept me warm, not merino shawl. Remember merino wool from New Zealand? Is that merino? Merino? When I feared, I recollect just the day it was. Worlds were lying out to sun, yet how nature froze. Icicles upon my soul, prickled blue and cool. Birds went praising everywhere, only me was still. And the day that I despaired, this if I forget, nature will that it be night after sun has set. Darkness intersect her face and put out her eye. Nature hesitate before memory and I. 769. One and one are one. Two be finished using. Well enough for schools, but for minor choosing. Life, just or death, or the everlasting, more would be too vast for the souls comprising. Did you get that one? No. One and one equal one. How is that? I lived 770. I lived on dread to those who know. The stimulus there is in danger, other impetus is numb and vitalless. As 'twere a spur upon the soul, a fear will urge it where to go without the spectre's aid, were challenging despair. 771. None can experience stint who bounty have not known. The fate of famine could not be except for fact of corn. Want is a meager art, acquired by reverse. The poverty that was not wealth cannot be indigence. 772. Howling of pain like howling of heaven obtains at a corporeal cost. The summit is not given to him who strives severe at middle of the hill, but he who has achieved the top, all is the price of all. 773. Deprived of other banquet, I entertained myself. At first, a scant nutrition, an insufficient loafed, but grown by slender addings. To so esteemed a size, 'twas sumptuous enough for me, and almost to suffice. A robin's famine able, red pilgrim, he and I, a berry from our table, reserved for charity. 774. It is a lonesome glee, yet sanctifies the mind, for fair association afar upon the wind, a bird to overhear, to light without a cause, a restless as invisible, a matter of the skies. That's 774, and we're reading from Emily Dickinson, Complete Works. Got a total of 1,775. We finished 774. Very good.